Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hi. Today I am 22 months post VSG. I had VSG, which is a vertical sleeve gastrectomy, a type of weight loss surgery, on October 20th, 2016 in Morristown, New Jersey at Morristown Medical Center. My high weight starting weight day of surgery was 265. I'm 5'8". I am now 32 years old. Last month I came to you weighing 181 even. This month I come to you at 185 even. I don't know why the point zeros recently, but that is a 4-pound gain for the month and 80 pounds down since surgery. So, how do I feel about that? Honestly, not great. If you've been following some of my other videos, you might know that I am training for a triathlon, which is about 4.5 weeks away at this point. I'm training like 3 to 4 hours a day, 6 days a week. I won't get into the nitty-gritty of it, but it's been intense. I'm training a lot. I'm exercising a lot. So the fact that I've gained weight is annoying more than anything. I know it's just a number. I know all the logical things that we tell ourselves and each other. I know it's just a number. I know it's probably muscle. I know it doesn't matter. I know I'm achieving my goals in other realms and I'm still successful. I know I've lost 80 pounds and that's great. I know. I'm just annoyed. So last time when we talked, I was 181, and then I went to Kentucky for a meetup, which I'll talk about in just a second, which was amazing. But I came back. Okay, I was gone for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday and Saturday, I ate well. Sunday, there was a cheese stick and some chips and some cookies on the car ride. I didn't eat well on Sunday. Monday, I got right back to it. I was back to work, back to normal life. On Wednesday of that week, I weighed in at 189.9. Tell me how I gained, 9 pounds in a weekend. I don't even know. I was like, oh, it's just water retention. It's just fluid, blah, blah. It'll come right off. It did not. A week later of exercising and eating right, I was at 189.6. I lost like 0.3. So to be at 185 now, I feel like I've lost effectively 5 pounds since we last talked, because that gain happened like 3 days after we last talked. So I don't even know. I've only been weighing about once a week. I've been eating mostly on point. My caloric intake has definitely been higher, in the range of like 1,500 to 1,800 calories. Still definitely keeping it keto. My net carbs in the range of 10 to 20. My total carbs may be a little bit higher because I'm doing more vegetables on days that I train, which is most days. I don't know. It's just I have like a mental block with this number. So I went back and looked at my weight history. This time last year I was 177.2, so 7 pounds lighter than I am now, which is not a huge difference. But from that point onward, I continued losing weight. I reached my lowest weight in December. So right now we're in August. So I continued losing weight for 4 months after that. And then from December to now, 8 months after that, I've gained and gained. On and off. But, you know, I was out of the 180s by July of last year. I got to the 160s in December, maintained 160s in January. Then I got to the 170s. I was in the 170s from February to May. And then June, July, August, 180s. So one might step back and say, oh, geez, you're just like slowly gaining back all your weight. And I promise you that that is a little voice in the back of my head too. You don't have to tell me. I hear it loud and clear every day. But on the other hand, I feel like, okay, I'm only 20 pounds up from my lowest weight. Doesn't feel good. But right now, I cannot cut calories. Like, I just can't. Exercising too much. I feel like my eating, my sleeping, my exercise is all like very finely tuned. So I've got 4.5 weeks until this race. I feel like after the race, my diet is going to change very much. Obviously, my exercise is going to change very much too. I'm still going to exercise, but like much less than what I'm doing now. Probably closer to what I was doing before, like some step classes sometimes, and occasional running, and like some occasional things, but I plan to like cool it for a while. Let my body like rest and recover, and maybe the weight will come right off at that point. If I'm not taking in a lot of calories, if I'm careful, maybe it'll all just like melt right off. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I would like to say that I'm not bothered by it, but I am annoyed. Really, I am. And it's not even to the point where, I guess what's annoying about it is that I know I'm not eating poorly. If I were sitting here telling you guys, oh, you know, it's been a couple months, I've just been off track, I'm eating terribly, I need to get it under control, I need to get back to basics, blah, blah. But none of that is true. There is no basics to go back to from here. I'm eating like meat and vegetables every day. That's it. So, I don't know. I thought maybe I've, put on muscle and lost fat. Well, I've never done like a DEXA scan or an in-body, so I don't know where my muscle percentage was to begin with, but I do know my body fat percentage. When I first entered the 180s in May or June, I was at 31.5. I measured a couple days ago, 31.7. So my body fat hasn't changed either. Maybe I've put on muscle and not lost body fat. I don't know. Just here to say I'm annoyed. That's all. Okay, rant over. I'm going to carry on. You know, the good thing I think is that, like I said, logically, I know I'm still doing really well. Logically, I know I've come very far. Logically, I know I've got my whole life ahead of me. And this is what I say to people all the time. I've got my whole life ahead of me to figure it out, get things right. It's not a race. It's okay, you know. As long as I've got like my finger on it. I'm not just like mindlessly eating. I'm not out of control. I don't feel like I'm creating bad habits right now. So logically, I know I'm still successful and I know I'm doing well. It's just that number on the scale is driving me a little bit crazy. But the good thing, like I said, is that I'm not weighing very often, maybe once a week or so, just to kind of check in, just to see, oh yeah, we're still in the 180s. Look at that. Okay, moving on. Anyway, it's been a lovely month. It's gone by so quickly, and yet I feel like it's been ages since I went to Kentucky, which was right when we last talked. So, at my last monthly weigh-in, I was about to go to this meetup that Jess from Watch Kitty Shrink hosted. It was lovely. My husband and I drove to Kentucky from New Jersey on a Friday and came back on a Sunday. It was a lot of time in the car, but totally worth it to see Jess. And then I ended up meeting up with Autumn as well and meeting lots of lovely friends. So we were in Lexington on Friday and Saturday. Oh my gosh, you guys, a storm had just come through. The power was out at our hotel when we arrived at like 3 a.m. There was no air conditioning. There was no hot water. Like it was like post-apocalyptic for that first day. But after that, everything was normal and it was wonderful. So we were in Lexington for Friday and Saturday for the meetup. And then we went through Louisville and met up with Autumn on the way back, which was just absolutely incredible. I love her. And then actually on the way back, we also stopped in Cincinnati where I met up with one of my college roommates that I hadn't seen in years. It was really great to see her. So all in all, it was a lovely, lovely weekend. But other than that, nothing eventful really happened this month. Oh, I did also meet up with Gretchen. We went bowling, spent the day together. She lives in New Jersey, so it's always great to meet local people. I also had an appointment with my endocrinologist. So my endocrinologist is the one who diagnosed me as diabetic. She's been following my progress very closely since long before my surgery, almost a year before my surgery. So she's been seeing me for quite some time. And initially she was seeing me every 3 months, then every 4, then every 6. And now she's not going to see, now it's every 6. So I went for blood work and I got the results, and I'm going to make a separate video about how all of my numbers and stuff have changed throughout these 2 years, I suppose. But the only thing that was a little bit concerning is that my iron was low for the first time ever this time. So she doesn't think it's low enough such that I'll need to supplement, but she did encourage me to consciously eat red meat every day. So I wasn't like opposed to doing that, but there were certainly days when I was eating only like chicken or seafood or whatever. So for a month straight, I made sure to eat red meat every single day. And actually today I went back to have my blood work drawn again. So once I get updated results, I will let you know how that goes. So this week was my birthday. It was very exciting. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you saw that I did a Foodie's birthday workout. Basically, I asked for everyone to get a workout in on my birthday and post a picture of it, and I compiled them all, and it was like 100 people who did it, which was just like absolutely incredible. Very cool because some folks work out every day anyway, and they were just going to do it anyway. But a lot of folks posted that they only did the workout that day kind of because they promised me they would. And I love that. I felt it was such a great feeling, great to motivate and inspire people to exercise. And even though I know that weight loss is mostly built on diet, I think there are many benefits to exercise aside from weight loss that are helpful to everyone, to anyone at any point in their journey. So anyway, it was really just wonderful to hear from so many people and see so many people posting their workouts on Instagram. So that was a lot of fun. That might become like a new tradition. I don't know. In other news, I've mostly just been training. Honestly, it takes up so much of my time. I feel bad that I have definitely been spending less time with my husband. We do try to go hiking on the weekends when the weather is nice, so that's even more physical activity. But he loves it. I love it. Summers in New Jersey are like super mild. It doesn't really get very hot here. It doesn't really get very humid. I mean, I'm from New Orleans, so I'm accustomed to like swampy weather, and here it's just always like 70, 80 degrees, kind of cool, light breeze. Like it's the summers here are absolutely incredible. As much as I complain about the winters, I love the summer here. So we try to get outdoors a lot. In other news, there were a lot of layoffs at my job recently. I was not impacted, but several people from my team were. And my boss is very much encouraging all of us to start looking for something new because he suspects that by the end of like 2019, our team will probably no longer exist. So he feels like the sooner the better. He's very much encouraging us to look for something else. So I have been pretty actively looking for new jobs, hopefully something that will take me back to the South. Anywhere in the South, I'd be happy. But it's good that I don't have like a time crunch. You know, I can stay in my current job for the foreseeable future. And, you know, if I were to look within my company in New Jersey, there are many, many, many open positions. So, you know, if it came down to it and I had to find something else, I think I could. But I'm hoping to find something that takes me back to the South. So stay tuned, because I think I've told you guys before that I was just kind of waiting for something to help me decide if I was really for realsies staying in New Jersey or not. And I feel like this is the thing. So now I just have to see where I'm going to end up. But, you know, dusted off the old resume, started sending out some emails, a couple applications and stuff. So it's exciting, I guess. I haven't, I don't know. There's some days when I think about it a lot and some days when I just can't think about it, you know. Yeah, so that's been it for this month. Coming up this weekend, I'm taking Friday off. We're going to Six Flags just to celebrate my birthday. We did that last year too, actually, and we're season pass holders at the Six Flags here in New Jersey, and it's great, and we haven't been as often as we should, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I have a couple local meetups happening. I think there's a New Jersey one this week, like a keto meetup, and then a New York one next week. So I'm looking forward. You guys know I love meeting people from the community, so that will be a lot of fun. And I think Autumn is coming to New York soon, so I can't wait to see her again. But other than that, next month when I check in with you, it'll be September 20th, and my race is on the 23rd. So I will be, it'll be right before my race. I don't know where my weight will be, but I will keep you guys posted. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I will talk with you soon.